everyone.
Hi.
Hi. So, welcome to Chat with Kat tonight. This is, I believe, like episode 3 of Chat with Kat, my second live episode with a guest. And tonight I have 2 special guests. So I'm going to introduce my guest, Lawana from Garden Girl Teas. And then I have Christine from Radiant Heart. So I just ran up the stairs. I went to the bathroom and ran back up the stairs to get on live just in time. Whew. So that's why I'm breathing hard and got to catch my breath. So welcome. Happy Monday. Happy day, evening, night, whatever it is. So I decided to do this live. Well, as you know, we're in transition. This is the winter is approaching, and this is the time that we need to build our immune system. We need to work on our gut health. The holidays is coming. People go through stress, depression. Shopping alone can be stressful. So I figured this would be the best time to talk about building our immune system, talking about stress, talking about gut health, having a good gut. So I don't know, some of you might remember that I had posted a thing about healthy gut. So it was like a 10-day thing, and it was really cool to watch. I didn't get the chance to watch the whole 10 days because it started a little late, but it was still interesting to learn, like healthy gut, the importance, which a lot of the things I knew. And then this fell right into play. I said, oh, wow, okay, so I'm going to have Lawana, who's green, Garden Green. Lawana, I always call you green, but
Yes,
it's Garden Girl
Teas.
Teas. So, and I said,
So just think garden in your backyard, girl.
girl, So I said, you know what? Christine would be a perfect match because Christine is having a detox, and I talked about doing this detox on November 29th, which is coming up the Monday after Thanksgiving. And this 5-day detox I talked about is going to be with Christine. So, Christine, welcome. And tell me a little about this detox, because it's about stress, relieving stress, having a good gut. So just let me know a little bit about it. What inspired you to actually do this 5-day detox? Have you done this before, stress detox? And if so, how has it worked for you, clients, and so forth? So, by the way, Christine is actually one of my health coach friends. So, welcome, Christine.
No, thank you so much. I appreciate being here. Do you hear the echo? Nice. Okay. Can you hear me though? All right. Beautiful. No, thank you so much. And I'm excited to talk to you guys today during this time we have together. So the stress detox that I'm doing, it's free. It's a 5-day stress detox challenge. And so I'm doing it because I feel like it's long enough but short enough for people to be able to like feel an impact. So they'll be able to feel some changes. And it's not too long that, sometimes people don't want to commit to really long things. But the main purpose is to like calm the chitter chatter in your mind, like learn how to be grounded with your nervous system, learn how to connect better with your inner wellness. You might walk away sleeping better. You might lose a couple of pounds. Like everyone's outcomes are going to be a little different because I give a lot of choices of what to do. And I think people are going to just naturally gravitate to whatever they want to gravitate towards. Does that make sense?
Yes, it actually does. So it's all about individuality. I do know how important we focus on individuality. And so what I would get from it will be completely different of what someone else would get from it. And it's basically what I'm looking for. So, Christine, so your specialty is brain gut health, and it deals with stress, the gut health. So talk a little about that for us tonight.
Sure, absolutely. And
And
technically,
technically,
forgive me
forgive.
yeah, sorry, I was hearing the back. So technically, I work in alignment of aligning our three brains: our head brain, our heart brain, our gut brain. And believe it or not, we do have three brains, like three living independently, physiologically acting brains, which probably is a whole nother conversation. Maybe I can come back for. But I do work in alignment for people to align these three brains, and that has a lot to do with our longevity of life and our well-being. And a lot of what I'll be sprinkling into the challenge is that alignment of those brains. Like, for example, if we don't eat well and we don't have a really beautiful, diverse microbiome, right, which is in our gut, then, I'll say 9 times out of 10, so it's not 100, but 9 times out of 10, we're going to have brain challenges. We're going to have gut challenges. If we have gut challenges, we have brain challenges, and vice versa. Okay. So it's something to note. My background, I unfortunately, and I'm on the other side of it now, but for well over 20 years, I had life threatening depression. And it was, scary. And it was obviously something that I did a lot of work to work through. Um, but I had a lot of gut challenges too. And everything was correlated. Everything's interconnected in our bodies. And so I had a 20-year journey with the depression, but I had an 8-year journey of chronic illness. And that is why I do what I do today. I went back to school, for functional nutrition and for a lot of brain neuroplasticity school training and work, and then deep into Eastern traditions, Eastern yoga traditions, and the marriage of the two, of the functional medicine and of the Eastern traditions, for me, was like my healing source. Was something that was really profound for me. So I use those modalities when working with clients. And what I'm going to do in this fun 5 days, I'm going to sprinkle in really light stuff that, and I say stuff because I don't want to get too sciencey and technical, but things that people will be able to do and feel the difference, because I think the bottom line is people just want to feel better, and um, I just found, whether it's my clients or just talking to friends and family, but when the holidays come, the stress goes up a lot of times, anxiety goes up. Unfortunately, sometimes depression goes up. There's still a lot of joy, right, that we have in the holidays. There still can be a lot of joy, but sometimes, no one talks about the stress, right? And that's what I'm here to support. And hopefully I can, throughout the time together, share some tips for you guys.
So that's awesome. So I am definitely interested in joining this challenge and looking forward to it. And I hope others are going to inquire and join the challenge with me. Just reach out to me and I will give you the information to join the challenge. And I am going to quickly switch over my hotspot because I think my internet keeps going out. Nobody has froze, but I saw that the viewers keeps going on and off. So let me just quickly switch. The wonderful world of technology and technical difficulties, but it's okay. Come on now, pick up. So, why is it not picking up? Okay, so we'll just keep going until my hotspot actually picks up on the internet so that I can make sure that we're good to go. But so with, here we go. Okay, perfect. So now we should be good to go. So I figured with the whole gut health, there's a lot of herbs that helps with our gut, that's going to help with our immune system. And this Thursday, we know it is Thanksgiving coming, the beginning of these long holidays. And so we're going to be around other people where we need to kind of build our immune system, and so that we could not get COVID, not pass COVID, not get the flu, a cold, or whatever it may be. But we just need to be healthy beings, right? So everybody wants to live long and be healthy. So Lawana, let's talk about, so Lawana is the owner of Garden Girl Teas. Lawana makes excellent teas, blends, and stuff for women with issues for their menstrual, whether you have to help you with colds and stuff. She's a herbalist. So what better person to have on during this time to talk? So Lawana, do you what kind of herbs would you recommend with for gut health pertaining to what Christine is talking about? And then we'll go into talking about some good herbs and stuff that you would recommend for people to build their bodies up on and indulge in for the holidays to build their immune system. Let me mute myself.
Yeah, I'm unmuting. Thank you, thank you. So I'm glad that you mentioned that because I know Christine was talking about gut health. I have Crohn's disease, and so this is actually I got into the herbs a long time ago. I had so many issues with my stomach. This went on for years. I went to every doctor, every gastroenterologist, ER. I stayed in the hospital. I stayed at the doctor's office. This went on for maybe 10 to 12 years. And finally, my great grandmother, she was vegan and she used to work with a lot of herbs and everything. So I said, let me go back to that stuff. So I started researching and I started reading, and I had a procedure done. I never forget it. I had a procedure done one time just to like, they were doing, it may have been a colonoscopy. I don't remember, but I remember it was something where I had to go under anesthesia. And I had already started reading everything. I had already made a decision that I was going vegan, no dairy, no eggs, no sugar, stuff like. And the doctor tells me when I get up from this procedure, he's like, "Oh, we didn't find anything. We're going to keep looking, and I want you to make an appointment with me for Monday." And under the anesthesia, I told him, I'm going to be vegan. I won't see you again." So he calls me Monday, and he's like, "I just wanted to make sure that you were coherent because you told me that you weren't coming back." I said, "No, you heard me correctly. I'm not coming back." And that was probably 15 years ago. I haven't seen the GI doctor. I haven't gone to a regular doctor. I haven't been on any medication. Um, so I'm going to tell you, although we like to go to the doctor, and there's nothing wrong with people who go to the doctor, you can go to the doctor. I think that the herbs that we incorporate in the foods that you eat definitely play a major part in kind of health, your gut, headaches, anything. Water, you need to drink water. And by eliminating the meat, the dairy, and the eggs, I just, everything disappeared. It was like instant, everything vanished. My joints recently started bothering me, but that's because I'm a junk food person. I like chocolate. So if I eat too much chocolate or if I eat something, my joints will start hurting. But as far as herbs, I do a lot of dandelion, ginger, burdock root, um, stinging nettle. For immune system, I do elderberry, elderflower. If I get a cough or something, lobelia, horehound, spikenard root. So there's a lot of herbs that you can incorporate into your daily regimen to just help you fight off the germs. But I'm gonna tell you, you can take all the herbs that you want. If you're eating the wrong foods, that stuff is going to be a reoccurring problem. Always. It's always going to have a problem. If I continue to eat meat or if I continue to eat an excessive amount of sugar, eggs, and everything else, and I'm doing sea moss and I'm doing herbs, it's like, what are you doing? Useless. So you'll still have the same issue. And sometimes I'm going to say, about maybe about 2, 3 years ago, that's what I was doing. And the problem came back. But this time it wasn't so much of my digestive system. But I do recall many years ago a doctor telling me that as I get older, that the symptoms may present differently. And that's when it kind of clicked in my head that the joint pain that I was having was from what I was eating. So I went to the doctor and I got a sed rate which is something that they do, a blood test that they do just to see how much inflammation you have, and it was extremely high. And let's say it's supposed to be, I can't remember the exact numbers. I want to say like 20 or 30 or so, maybe below. Mine was like 75, and it was because of the junk I was eating. But once I eliminated it, it went down completely, and that's it. So you can have all the herbs you want. Herbs are wonderful. I love herbs. I advocate for herbs as opposed to medication all the time. But if you're eating the wrong foods and you're not drinking enough water, you're always going to have the same problem.
And that's important. And I'm glad you said that, Lawana, about water, food, because that's important. Like, we run to medicine and we're like, oh, the medicine is going to fix it. We, run to the herbs, which the herbs we need. And yes, it's a good thing, but it's not just one thing. It's a combination. It's the water, it's the food, it's the herbs that we need to, and that all helps us, as Christine talked about, having a healthy gut. And our bodies is made up of, we know, 70% of water. So we need the water to help with our muscles and stuff. Because I know for me, and I just talked about this in my last YouTube video, that when I don't drink my water, and I try to drink over a gallon of water a day, and if I don't get my water in, I feel it when I stand up. Oh my goodness, I'm in so much pain. So what's very important, I know also, like, I'm not thinking properly. I may feel sluggish. So it affects us. And it does affect us all in different ways, but it does affect us. It's not going to, nobody can escape it. You're going to receive some type of residual from not having the water, not eating proper foods and stuff. So now, Lawan, you mentioned burdock root. I actually have some burdock root that I purchased a couple of months ago, and I drink it. I do know it will make you run to the bathroom. It's like a diuretic and stuff. It tastes good, but could you tell us a little of the benefits of the burdock root?
So for me, of course, there are always several benefits. It's for your digestive system. It's for inflammation. You can use burdock root for weight loss, for your skin. I use it, like I said, for my digestive system. I kind of make a tea with it. I blend up so much stuff, it's ridiculous. Outside of the teas that I sell, I have my own stuff. I just like throw in my infuser. But for me, what it does is it brings that inflammation down for me. It takes in so with Crohn's disease, it is inflammation in your lower intestines, in your ileum, and that prevents the inflammation from that prevents my lower intestines from becoming inflamed from anything. Because when I have an inflamed ileum in the lower intestines area, I can't eat, I can't drink, and this is like for anywhere from 5 to 15 days, like nothing. I can't eat or anything. So that really helps keep that inflammation down for me. Now, some people use it, like you said, it will run you to the restroom. So you need to mix it with something. I suggest definitely mixing burdock root with another herb, or just having the minimum amount, maybe a teaspoon or a tablespoon for your tea, if you're just doing burdock root for itself, because it will run you to the restroom. But it's definitely great for your skin. It's good for your colon. It's good for wow, it's like for everything. It's like back in the day, your grandmother, your great grandmother used to tell you have cod liver oil or something. It's good for everything. That's what burdock root is. It's wonderful. It's good for your hair. It's good for your joints. It's good for gout. It is good for hypertension, diabetes, and then, like I said, that in combination with watching your diet is excellent, and you can have it daily. Sometimes you don't want to. A lot of people don't like to mix herbs. I just mix everything up, and it doesn't always taste the best, but it works for me. Keeps me out of the doctor's office.
Yeah, that's what I do. I mix herbs together, and I don't care if it tastes good or not. I know I'm going to get some good healthy benefits from it. So that's the important part to me. But so burdock root is a super herb, which most herbs are. All herbs have like multiple benefits to them. And so I love, like, when I was a kid, my mom had the Back to Eden book. And I would go through that book and I would look to see what would help me with my menstrual pains and stuff. And because I'm an Aries, and I didn't learn until maybe about 25 years ago that Aries don't like taking medication, which was amazing because I've never been the type of person who likes taking medication. And sometimes I don't remember to take them anyway. So it's, going to that book and learning, and that's how, to fast forward, how amazing God, like, prepares us for our journey, not knowing that here in 2021 I would be a health coach, and learning from back then at 7, 8, 10 years old, the different herbs and stuff, and learning to, just do things from a different, to go in my kitchen and pull things out the kitchen and not run to the store to get, whatever Midol or any kind of pills or whatever. So now, Christine, how about you? Have you used Burdock Root? Has that helped you with your gut and stuff? And it's amazing that the two of you have had, gut immune system inside issues, and I have both of y'all on tonight. So that's actually amazing. So, but what about you, Christine?
No, I love this conversation, and I definitely echo everything Luana is explaining, especially about the, it's not just the herbs, it's not just the water, it's not just the food, it's everything, as you are echoing too, Kat. And no, I've used burdock root before as well, and I've used it actually for a liver cleanse, and I've used it for digestive. And so those are the two, but it is definitely a multi-purpose herb that you can use, kind of like a turmeric or ashwagandha. Like, I mean, they're all different, but the point is it has the multi-uses. You know how some have multi-uses, some don't. So no, that's kind of I think it's like it would be a nice staple for most people to have in the house if they can, and I was cracking up when I think both of you said it about how you mix different ones. Because my husband's always like, what he goes, this tastes healthy. That's kind of his term. So it's because I don't really care. I just do everything. If it's warm, to me it's like soothing. So it just feels nurturing. But for him, it has to like really taste good. So he always says it tastes healthy. So I love it that you throw the kitchen sink in too. So that's cool.
Yes, I love that. So, do we have any questions from our viewers? Do you have any questions for our guest tonight? Put it in the chat and we can ask away. So, and I do recommend to hang in there tonight with us because I'm going to give some stuff away. So you want to hang in there. But, you mentioned, Christine, turmeric. I love turmeric. And I know turmeric is a very important ingredient, a herb that and ashwagandha. I've never had it. I've heard it. And when I watched the gut health mini series, that's what they talked about a lot. And I said, wow, when I go to the health food store this week, because I'm going to go and build up, I need to get some more elderberry, my echinacea, I'm out, and my eucalyptus. And I said I'm gonna look for some ashwagandha, but I do know with turmeric, I put a pinch of black pepper, or I will mix it with cumin, depending on what I'm using it for. So, like in my smoothies, I will put the pinch of black pepper because I know that with the black pepper, it activates the properties and stuff in the turmeric. If it's just turmeric by itself, you'll get the benefit, but it won't bring out all the benefits and stuff. So do you ladies agree to that? What do you use to boost up your turmeric?
Oh, okay. I was waiting for you, Christine. So the turmeric, I usually I don't do the black pepper, but that is correct because a lot of times we use these things that we hear about and we just throw them in our foods. But you have to have first of all, you have to have a certain amount of the turmeric in order for it to work. Period, as an anti-inflammatory or for your digestive system or anything. I like to use it in combination with ginger. Cumin is good. When I'm cooking, sometimes I'll sprinkle some cumin in along with the turmeric as well. So that kind of helps it out as far as your foods, because like I said, a lot of times the foods irritate my stomach. So if I put the turmeric in it and I have the ginger, or if I have some cumin in it, that kind of helps, and I'm getting the benefits of it. And it tastes good as well.
I love doing that nighttime, and I'm sure you guys have done this before. That the nighttime, some people call it golden milk, some people don't, but the turmeric, a little of the ginger, the cinnamon, just it's just real. And if you want to add the almond milk or coconut milk or something, you can, or you don't have to. But it's just a real quieting, nurturing, just kind of calming the body because, as you all know, it's antioxidant. It's an antioxidant and an inflammatory. I mean, what do I want to say? An immune inflammation. What do we want to say? Pro-inflammatory. Sorry.
Yeah, anti-inflammatory.
Thank you. That's what I was saying. Said all the different combinations, but not together. Yeah, an anti-inflammatory and an antioxidant. So that's why it's a really easy drink, and it's a beautiful drink, and to me, it's comforting for the evening time. So, what else times I use it?
Yeah, that tastes really good with coconut milk.
That was going to be my question. So what do you like? Because I love golden milk. And so it's called golden milk, right? So could you do it without any type of milk, period? How would it taste with just making, boiling some hot water and adding the ingredients in there? Have you tried it that way? And I will try the coconut milk, Luana. I'm sure it will taste good.
The coconut milk's amazing. The if you did it that, I would then put it with, I don't know what you suggest, Luana, but I've done it more with like a kind of like a chamomile tea or a dandelion tea, and then sprinkle it in it. So you're still getting the antioxidants, but it's just more of a tea flavor. But it tastes completely different though than the golden milk. Like it's two different. But from a nutrition standpoint, you're still getting in the health benefits.
So you mentioned dandelion. So I love dandelion, which is another diuretic. It makes you go to the bathroom like crazy, but it's really good for you. And so, would you ladies like to, either one, could talk about the benefit of drinking dandelion teas or adding dandelion into your smoothies? I drink the teas and I add it into my smoothies.
So I'm not a big fan of dandelion. It's very good for you, but the taste, the taste is, I just can't. I have some in my backyard, and so sometimes just to get the benefits of it, I'll take some in the summer and kind of mix it up in my salad. Yeah, I kind of mix it up in my salad, and I camouflage it with spinach or romaine. Um, yeah, that's it. But I can't. And I do mix it with, we have it in herbs. We have a blend called anti-inflammatory blend, which also has fennel, and it has turmeric and dandelion in it. And I can also, in combination with other herbs, yes, but just to have it by itself, you said you have it in your smoothie. I don't think I could do that. Yeah, yeah, I don't think I can do that. But I do kind of camouflage it like in a salad or something. I'll pull it from the backyard, and in the summer I'll just throw some other greens with it and mix it up. Or even sometimes I have kale, so I'll use kale when I'm doing kale from the yard. I'll mix it up with some dandelion as well. But I can't do it just raw. No, no.
What about you, Christine?
So that it's a really good, and I know where Luana is coming from because it is bitter. I mean, it's bitters, right? So one of the steps, if somebody's having digestive challenges, that there's levels. I always go low and go slow, but there might be the lemon in the warm water. You might graduate to ACV in water. Another step would be having bitters, and you could have that either in tinctures, or you could actually literally have the bite bitters right out of the garden if you can. And just doing that, because think about it, we're trying to activate our salivatory glands. And so if you eat the bitters, just the act of eating those particular greens will activate and help that digestive process to start, which it starts, mechanically in our mouth, and then also in our head, in terms of the whole entire, before we even eat, if we choose to eat that beforehand. Does that make sense? Once again, you have to choose and decide if that's something you want to try, and some people love it. I have a friend, she's just chomping on them, like no tomorrow, but it is a technique.
So I put a question in the chat. You said ACDs. So what's
Sorry,
ACDs?
I meant ACV.
ACV?
Yeah.
Oh, the apple cider vinegar.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay. All right. Because we want to let people know. So there was a question about the recipe for the golden milk. To you, Christine. You want to share that again, the recipe for the golden milk?
Oh, sorry, I was typing. Do you want me to type it in the chat, or do you want me to just say it? Either, whatever you prefer.
That's up to you. You can type it in the chat. You could say it. If you want to type it in the chat, you could do both. Yes.
No, there's so many different ways, but keep it simple. And feel free to flare it up, Luana, because this is your expertise more than mine. But the coconut milk and then the turmeric, if you want the little black pepper or the ginger, and then the cinnamon is really nice. If you don't like ginger and you want it softer, you can just keep it as is, or even add like a little organic vanilla extract. Is nice too. There's so many different ways you can doctor it. And then if you Google, healthy organic golden milk, if it, whoever's out there listening, they'll have so many different variations of it, which is kind of, to me, is fun that you get to try them,
That's actually a good idea with searching for the different recipes, because that's what I did. I searched for different recipes for the golden milk, and it allowed me to try different ones. Now, Lawana, with golden milk, because you say you do golden milk too, right? With the coconut. So would you use the ginger powder, or do you use fresh ginger? Because I use the ginger powder. I use the powder of everything: the turmeric, the ginger, the of course the cinnamon, and I sprinkle my little bit of pepper in there. So do you use fresh ginger or the powdered ginger?
So what I do is I have the fresh ginger, and at the beginning of the week, I just boil my ginger, and because I have multiple uses for my ginger, so I like to have it prepared in advance, and I'll put a little in it. I'll do the coconut milk, we'll do the turmeric, a little bit of ginger, and some nutmeg and cinnamon. And I use the nutmeg because that's also good for your digestive system.
I like how you threw in the nutmeg to boost up. Yeah. So, and that's the thing, we can, I like to just try everything. Like we said, like I'm a mixologist. Like when I do bartending and stuff like that, just let me mix my stuff. And that's the same thing in the kitchen when it comes to my smoothies, my drinks and stuff. So Lady Seabass is like a big sister, and she always laughs. She always say, "You always concocting something." Yes, I am. And it's really good. And you mentioned okay, so we have a question before I go to something else that was mentioned. So Lady CBS asked, can you use cayenne pepper instead of black pepper? So I would say yes for cayenne pepper, depending on what you're using it for. But I don't know about in the golden milk. What about you ladies? Would you recommend cayenne pepper in the golden milk or just the black pepper?
I don't know if I would recommend it, but I know it's a great fat burner. So it just depends on what are you using the golden milk for. If you're using it for, like Christine said, it's very soothing at night. It's warm and it's just, it's healthy. I like your husband says it's healthy. Everything's so it's healthy. It's healthy, and that's, I mean, if you're just using it for that, then that's fine. But cayenne pepper, you don't want to put too much, because if you have an excessive amount of cayenne pepper, you're gonna be up all night on the commode, and you don't want to do that because it's good for your digestive system in small quantities. But when you use it in larger quantities, it kind of loosens up your intestines and your bowels, and it triggers your bowels. So you'll be in the bathroom all night.
Oh, really? See, I just learned something new tonight. That's interesting. With the cayenne pepper. So we have another question from Lady C Bass. Is it okay for me to use the recipe with the plant-based protein because my muscle rep when lifting? So what do you guys recommend for that? That's not my expertise, and I don't know anything about that part.
Is she, just to clarify, is she asking because she has a muscle tear? Is she asking if she combines plant protein with the golden milk, this will help repair her muscle? Is that, do you think, the intention of the question?
I think that may be the intention of the question. Um, so yes, for the golden milk, because it's used that recipe with the plant-based protein instead. But I don't know if I would use a protein where you're using the coconut milk or whatever, but you can try it. So, and she did respond and she said yes. So it is in reference to that particular the golden milk recipe. So I don't know. What would you guys recommend? Would you say go for it? While in the gym I'm consistently ripping muscles. So, before you guys answer that pertaining to her ripping muscles and stuff, I know golden milk, especially taking it at night, it is to help with sleep, relaxation, and stuff. So I'm not sure pertaining to that. But then since you do take it at night, it's golden milk. Well, you can take it during the day too, but since it does help with the sleeping, maybe it could help with repair of the muscles, but I don't know about the protein part. So you two can speak on that if either one.
So
Um,
go ahead,
oh, go
Christine.
ahead, Lorena.
Oh, so again, I'm back to the food. I don't promote the whole protein thing, because protein is in everything you eat. So that goes back to me being a vegan. People are always asking me, so what protein? How do you get protein? So the protein that you eat eats the same thing I eat. So we vegetables, you have your greens, everything has protein in it. I think more so it depends on what exercises that you're doing, because again we're going back to the food. I'm trying to think of exactly what it is. I'm gonna look it up in between this. But oranges are really good. I used to be a runner, and oranges are really good for muscle repair. If you have an orange after your workouts or after your run or your jog or whatever you're doing, it's real. I can't even think of the name of it. I have to look it up, but it's something in the orange that helps with muscle repair immediately after your workout or your run or whatever you're doing. Like I said, we have protein in everything you eat. So I'm not an advocate for adding protein to shakes, and whether it's plant based, whether it's whey protein, anything. I'm just not an advocate for that. Now I'm gonna look this up in between because I know there's something. I remember it's not the. We used to eat these oranges after we run, and a coach gave me this information some many years ago, and I just went with it all my life.
So now, what about you, Christine?
So, in reference to that particular question, I mean, the turmeric and the ginger are anti-inflammatory, and so if you break it down, but I wouldn't necessarily say golden milk for ripped muscle repair. You know what I mean? Like as a correlation, even though those herbs are anti-inflammatory herbs, I would look just, and we're obviously talking hypothetical because we're not giving, nutrition advice per se, but in general, with any type of, muscle repair, we're looking at your EFAs, right? Your essentially fatty acids, your proteins, getting in all your greens, like Luana is saying, and I'm speaking just generically, not just vegan kind of combo of not knowing if the listener is vegan or not, but getting in that nutritionally dense meal and fuel, I used to do sports nutrition for a long time, and like, how we fuel ourselves before and then after, and it depends on what type of training session. Like there's a lot of different, like I have a lot of different questions for that person, before like kind of giving a solid answer. But to answer specifically about the golden milk, it's not going to hurt, but I would say it's more like Luana was and you were talking about, more for the calming down the nervous system, quieting down the body, like preparing for sleep. That's what I would look at the golden milk more for, if that helps.
So
Yeah, I agree with that.
what I was saying with the oranges is, she just asked, is it blood orange? It's actually navel oranges. So navel oranges help with the collagen, repair the collagen after you're working out. So again, just like Christine said, in combination with what you're eating before, after, it depends on what workout you're doing. But I know when we used to run, my coach would always tell us to have these oranges. He would give us oranges, and that would help us with recovery. And I noticed that if I didn't eat the oranges, depending on what kind of stretches I did, it's a combination of many things. Depending on the stretches, depending on what workout we did, but I would be very sore, very sore. And the oranges definitely helped relieve some of that soreness and some of that pain. I don't have any ripped muscles. Right now I'm going through this thing with my knee, but it helps repair. It helps with the collagen. So it's the navel orange, not the blood orange.
Oh, that's something good to know. To learn the navel orange. So I guess me and Navel's about to become good friends and stuff. But I know when I used to work out, and Lady Seabass, we used to work out together. But when I would work out by myself, especially after the gym, I would grab a banana because I know banana would help with the sore muscles and stuff. So that would be like the first thing I would have as I'm walking home, because I would go do whatever routine, have my banana, and then also when I get in the house, I would have peanut butter, because peanut butter also was something that would help with the muscles, relaxing the muscles, repairing and stuff, with the aches and stuff like that. And so protein, and then all the health benefits that you get from a banana. So that's what I would recommend to you, Lady Seabass. And this is not from a professional standpoint. It's just a person who has had it. And, I've did some research, and I haven't worked out in so long since I've had my surgeries, but that's what I used to do. So now, I did hear Luana mention fennel. So fennel is something that I have also in my herb bag, and I purchased that. So I have the burdock root, I have the fennel, and there's a whole bunch of other things, but of course, like the echinacea. And what I did one day, I took all of that, the burdock, the fennel, the echinacea, the elderberry, everything, in the eucalyptus, and I put it in, boiled my water, and just had like this, as we say, Christine husband says, something healthy, the healthy drink. And it was actually the taste, because I forgot what the other 2 ingredients I added, but the taste was very bitter, but it was very good. And I just didn't enjoy having to run to the bathroom, because I know the burdock root would run me to the bathroom. Now, the fennel, I heard that you could use it for your hair as well as like a shampoo. The guy at the herb store, he was like, you can make it into a shampoo. It's real healthy for your hair. So I'm surprised. So I see you guys looking like, I don't know. So you've never heard that before? Because I've been trying to find that.
Yeah, I don't know about your hair, but I do know fennel is good for a detox. Fennel is an excellent detox in aiding weight loss. But the hair thing, I'm not too sure about.
No, I agree with you. From a Ayurveda standpoint, it's great for detoxification and for pulling toxins out. But now it might be for hair, but I haven't. That's beyond my scope. But go keep looking because a lot of the herbs that we use that we can put inside, you can use for skincare, you can use for hair care. So you might be onto something.
Yeah, and it was something whack a weed or something. I don't want to go get up and get my herbs and stuff, but I'll let you guys know next time we get together, because I would love for us to get together and chat some more. Because you can always have good conversations about herbs and having a healthy gut. It's important. And I did see a message that Christine added to us. It didn't go to the community, but she mentioned oranges, pomegranate juice, and beet juice is very good also. So yeah, I love some beet juice. I add beets inside of my smoothies and stuff as well. So what else would you recommend that would be good for people to indulge in to build our immune system as we're approaching this holiday, to spend time with a bunch of people to protect us? As well as our water, like we said, and our foods, and making sure we're eating our greens, and those that eat meat, try a little less meat, but more greens and stuff. I eat meat, but I don't eat meat every day. So, and I could tell you, I would never, unless something happens in my life, but I would never become 100% vegan. I eat I eat meat a couple of days. Yeah, I would never, Luana. I eat meat a couple of days. Sometimes I can go a whole month or months without meat, but I do like to have a nice steak from time to time for the holidays. I want to enjoy my ham and so forth. So, but I do my smoothies. I get my vegetables in, and I do more plant based throughout the year than anything else, though. But yeah, so what other herbs that you guys would like to share for stress, for gut health, and for building our immune system as we begin to gather around our families and stuff for the holidays to protect ourselves?
Um, I think is I do this all year round. Vitamin C, elderberry, sea moss. That's all year round. I do this. I haven't had a cold, a sniffle, a cough, and I can't even tell you, maybe 4 years, 5 years. Frequent hand washing when we would come around our families. I know that we've been in this pandemic, but I'm a huge germaphobe. Everything that everybody's learned to do in this pandemic, I've been doing for years, and I don't like to shake hands. I walk around with these wipes. I have frequent hand washing. As you guys are becoming um going out for the holidays and around your families, I would definitely. Herbs are wonderful. I love herbs, and I definitely advocate everybody to have their herbs. But I have a staple. The staple is sea moss, vitamin C, elderberry. This is all year round, summertime, winter, whatever, and frequent hand washing. Because when you achoo, and you wipe, even when you, it's everywhere because it's everywhere. Like, and you just have to just wash your hands, cover your mouth, wash your hands. That's very important. You transfer germs. I like to spray my light switches and my doorknobs and cleanliness, cleanliness. Your foods. and exercise. Get some exercise in. When you're not getting moving around, you got to do something. Your body is just, and you get tired, and then they give you another diagnosis. What's this thing they have? I don't even believe in it. It's something in this, in the fall. Some kind of, it has something to do with the seasonal change or something. They'll tell you that. Yeah.
Seasonal, just yeah.
Yes, yes. And it's really, it's the food, it's the whole environment that contributes to that. So I would definitely, like I said, the staples of sea moss, elderberry, vitamin C, all year round, not just now. And not just because the seasons are changing, not just because we're going around our families. This should be a routine all year round. And if you have small kids, definitely train your kids that, because as we're opening up and we're going back to school and we're on school buses or we're working with our friends, wash your hands, keep some wipes. People like to use hand sanitizer. Um, that's really going to keep you going.
Thank you. What about you, Christine? But before you say, so we know you said sea moss, vitamin C, and elderberry, correct? All year long. All three, all year long. Okay. So perfect. So Christine, you want to add to that, and then we're gonna have our little giveaway real quick before we
Sure,
end.
sure. Sure. In addition to the herbs just mentioned, I use essential oils a lot, and I use one is called On Guard, and I actually use it for everything. I use it for the my hand sanitizer spray, to wash the house, to wash the laundry, to use hand soap, and you can even make these things on your own. You don't have to buy it. That happens to be by doTERRA. I mean, there's plenty of types of brands, essential oils out there, but that is an amazing brand. And I'd love to, if you're open to it. You are asking about how we can help each other in the holidays too, like for stress from one standpoint. Can I touch upon like grounding our nervous system? Would that be helpful? Or
Yes, that would be awesome because I know it's a lot of stress. Like I said, just shopping alone could be stressful. And this is time that people will become depressed and stuff during the holidays. So, yeah, that would be excellent to share that. Thank you.
so I think, and I like to use the example of like, say, if you're when we're all visiting, whether it's friends or family, and sometimes the holidays are really fun and joyful, but then sometimes they're really stressful or depressing, or a combination of, like you're saying. And so I think walking in with a plan is first and foremost really important. So even if you have like that one or two liner, and it could be for anything, it could be for that aunt that asks you why you haven't had kids yet, or why don't you have this career yet, or if there's a trigger, or maybe there's food triggers, whatever the situation is, we don't have to, it could be anything, right? But the point is to have that one or two liner kind of down, because you might see these people only once a year or something. And then keep it really simple. If you're able to breathe in and out through your nose, like there's so many techniques, but if you essentially just exhale longer than you inhale, so if you inhale for a 2 count, maybe exhale for a 4, 5, 6 count, that can quickly get you into parasympathetic. And there's a lot of things we do in yoga therapy with the hands. It's called an yasam, but the important part is our brain and our heart brain and our autonomic nervous system pay attention to where we put our hands. So if I like cross the body and do cross body and kind of hug myself, or if I do heart space or heart, it doesn't really matter. That's why it's bio individual. But if I do this, my brain, it's just physiology. It's how our bodies work. It'll go to that space be here, underneath. So maybe you excuse yourself. You go to the bathroom, you close your eyes, you do those breaths, you put the hand or whatever body, feels good for you that you resonate with. And just 4 or 5 breaths, that's all it takes, to be able to ground yourself. And then you could go back out and have that conversation, or not, maybe go to a different side of the room and talk to somebody else that's more nurturing. Or I always use the example of the dogs. Like dogs like to shake it off. That's your autonomic nervous system in action. Like that's it working. And I know it sounds very funny, but we're talking about stress, so we might as well add a little levity to it and a little fun to it. If you literally just shake yourself, go into another room, just shake for 2 seconds, for 20 seconds, your autonomic nervous system will try to re-regulate. Yeah. So yeah, have some fun, shake your tatas, do whatever you want. But the point is, I'm trying to add a little fun with it. But the point is, we need to honor our boundaries during the holidays and really, protect ourselves. And I'm talking about like the science of safety. And hopefully, these quick little tips are helpful.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much. Oh, we lost Lawana. Hopefully she'll join back in before we end. And we do have a question from Lady Seabass again. So, and thank you, Lady Seabass, for the wonderful questions. She's asked, name one of the best omega-3 oils to purchase. So many of them contain mercury. So taking one that states no mercury, but it causes me to burp. You gotta unmute yourself, Christine.
Sorry about that. So she's asking for a specific brand. There's one, and let me check the actual. Well, in general, can you hear? Yeah, you guys can hear me. In general, I would go for, they have all that you want to get a variety. Okay. In terms of for your omega-3s, and you want to make sure your ratios are really good. Okay. And so, because your omega-6s to your omega-3s are really important, and usually there's a combo, and then you have your omega-9s as well. Okay. And it's called, I think it's Nutriscles. I'm gonna look at it while we continue speaking. And just forgive me, I'm having a little brain freeze. But I can visualize the thing. It's blue and there's a little fish. Luana, a guest was asking about it, what our favorite brand of omega-3s are. And so I'll either get it up or look it up right here.
So actually, that was awesome that you mentioned omega-6 and omega-9, which we all hear about omega-3s, but not 9, 6. Like, I didn't even know there was 9. I heard there was a 6. And of course, I learned about 6 listening to the Gut Health miniseries. So I would love for us to come back again and talk about some the different omega-3s and their benefits and stuff. Well, omega-3, and we say 3, so it is 3, right? 3, 6, 9. So that we can share, and like so many other things that we could share as far as the herbs, the tinctures, and things like that for people to go into their kitchens. And of course, the number 2 staples that most of us keep in our kitchen is garlic and ginger. You can't go wrong with boiling some garlic and ginger and drinking that, or chopping up some cloves and biting on it, or whatever, however you choose to take it in. But it's, pretty good and healthy and stuff. And we also had a comment from Yolanda Heron saying staying germ free is very important. Yes, it is. And as little kids, we washed our hands. You came in from outside, your parents sent you to whatever. Go wash your hands before you went to eat, right? Go wash your hands before you open the refrigerator. Go wash your hands. So we need to go back to doing some of those things like we did when we were little kids, because we didn't get sick as much, and I know our systems as kids, the system built a little different because they haven't been through all the stuff that we have in all these years that our bodies has gone through. So that's very important with staying germ free as much as possible. So we're pretty much at the hour, but before we go, we definitely have to do some you're welcome chants at the hour. So we have to do our giveaways. So we have Lawana is going to give away something, and I believe Christine is giving away something. So we will go with Lawana. You can tell us what your giveaway is going to be. So just hang in, guys, for a few more minutes, and then we're going to end, okay? We love to give things away. All right.
So I have a tea who it's we were talking about gut health and anti-inflammatory and everything today. So this is actually called Grandma's Pumpkin Pie, and it has turmeric root, cloves, cardamom, cinnamon pieces, pink pepper. It's really good for anti-inflammatory. It's great for gut health, and it's good for your immune system. And it also tastes. This one tastes good, guys. So you got the healthy and the taste. Grandma's Pumpkin Pie tea.
All right. So if you're interested in winning Grandma Pumpkin's pie tea, I want some Grandma Pumpkin pie tea. That sounds really good. So put in hashtag. I'm going to put it in. You're going to put hashtag Garden Girl Tea. And I am going to let you know when to start putting it in two. Okay. You can start putting in now. And okay, we got a few people who yes, Lady C Bass, she says she wants it. So you want it, you got to put your name in there. You got to put hashtag Garden Girl Teas. All right, so let's see. We got a couple of entries in. Okay, so we are going to do the drawing. Here's the fun part, y'all. Watch it. Hold on. Wait, it's not. Wait, okay, hold on. I don't remember how to do this darn thing. Hold on, I gotta remember how to share that part. So, because I want you guys to see. Oh, okay, I know what I forgot to do. I forgot to share my screen. Okay, so let me share my screen. And see, when you don't use this thing quite often, then you okay, here we go. So I am going to, oh, look, winner. You guys see the winner, Lady Seabass. You said you wanted it, and there you go, you got it. Okay, so thank you for the stress info, Yolanda. You are absolutely welcome. All right, so Lawana, do you have another giveaway or just the one? How many do we have? Wait, unmute yourself.
So you said that you wanted one. I'm going to send you one. So that's going to be 2. And I actually have an additional 3. I can't hear you. Can you?
Oh, okay, there you go. So I said, hey, thank you. I said, I'm getting one. So Lady Seabass is getting one. Congratulations, Lady Seabass. And so that means you have 2 more or 3 more?
3 more.
3 more. Okay, guys. So guess what? Put it in again. I think I could use, if you didn't put it in yet, put it in again, hashtag, and let me do the, it's going to be the same hashtag, hashtag Garden Girl Teas. And we're going to draw again. Oh, wait. Oh. Hold on. Okay, hold on. So let me set this up again so we could do the hashtag. Hold on. Okay. So bear with me, guys. I love this part. This is the fun part. Okay. So it's hashtag Garden Girl Teas. Okay. So Put your hashtags in. Put your hashtags in. And it's one word. Hashtag Garden Girl Teas. One word. Come on, put your hashtags in so we can see. So, Miss Sheila, you want to put your hashtag again for Garden Girl Teas because it's one word. So you can enter in. Oh, so this is cool. So I had it. Okay, there you go. Come on now. All right, Miss Sheila, did you put your hashtag in? Chance said girls in the garden with teas. So that's a friend of mine, and we call him Chance. That's what you keep hearing me say, Chance. But okay, so we're gonna do another drawing. Let me share my screen. And okay. All right, so we have it in. You guys are ready? Here we go. I'm gonna draw. Y'all see it, right? It's pretty cool. Oh, so I don't win, and it's me. So I'm actually gonna give that to somebody else, because I don't know how to remove myself out of it. We just pick somebody to give it to. We give it to Miss Sheila, Cox. She can have it, and then we would. There's two more, so I'm going to draw it again. Let's draw again, and then Christine has hers to give away. So there's 4 entries. Let's hope somebody else. And if Michelle wins this time, we'll give it to Chance. Lady Seabass, you won again, but can we give it to Yolanda Herring? Lady Seabass? And then, because I'm only seeing a few names, we can give the last one to Chance. How about that?
There you go.
Okay. All right. So you're welcome, Miss Sheila. You're welcome. You're absolutely welcome. Congratulations to all the winners. And like I said, I'm always looking forward to giving things away. So now, Christine, what you're going to give away as well. And we're going to do the drawing for yours.
Sure, absolutely. So I'm giving away, it's called Map Your Symptoms. So if anyone out there has chronic stress or anxiety or anything associated with chronic stress, I am going to teach you how it shows up in your body systems. It's pretty cool. You can actually learn a lot about yourself. So I'm doing 2 of those, and it's for a half-hour time period, and you walk away with a functional nutrition map of the information. And if you have any questions, if that was Greek to you, feel free to ask me a question.
Okay, awesome. So it's going to be hashtag Radiant Heart. I don't want to put my hashtag in there because I don't want it to add me into the drawing. But what the heck, I'll put it in there and I can choose somebody, randomly pick somebody. But it's hashtag Radiant Heart. And one word. And that is completely awesome. There we go. So put that in there, hashtag Radiant Heart, and then we're gonna do the drawing, and then we're gonna end. So we got a couple of people end, and we're gonna end in 2 minutes. Okay, all right. We got some people in there. Let's see. And she got 2, so we're gonna do 2 drawings. All right. So get ready, guys. Drum roll, because I'm gonna share my screen. And all right. Okay, here we go. Drum roll. Who's the winner? Who is the winner? Lady Seabass again. All right. So congratulations, Lady Seabass again. So now we're going to do one more drawing. And let's see who is the last lucky winner. All right. So draw again. And let's see who. Oh, I won again, but no, I'm not gonna win. I'm not gonna win. Okay, so I'm gonna draw again. Let's see if it picks someone else. Let's see. So, I'm gonna post his comment. It said rig. No, we're not. And then, yeah, when can we schedule, Christine? I am going to send you Christine's email information, and that will, you two can connect. Okay, Lady Seabass? You're welcome. So, okay, so we're going to do one last drawing, and hopefully it's going to pick somebody else. So, let's see. All right, draw again. And let's see. Come on. Oh, John Chance, you got it. Yes. All right. See, so now you know it's not rigged, Chance. All right. So thank you. I want to thank you guys so much. Let me stop sharing my screen. And LaWanda and Christine, I hope you guys had a good time. Thank you for coming on and being part of my chat with Kat. This was, to me, very informative, and I think the audience, our viewers, enjoyed. And let's plan to get together again and have another chat on some more healthy stuff that we could share. And don't forget, so it's vitamin C, it's sea moss, and elderberry. Those are the three most important herbs that you can have every single day and all year long, with washing our hands, everything, and those things also help with our gut health. And don't forget, try the golden milk out and let me know. Put it in a comment one day. Just go into my YouTube channel on this video and say, hey, I tried the golden milk. Look it up. Try different versions and stuff. So just a couple of last quick words from you guys. We'll end. We have 2 minutes before I want to make sure, because we have 15 minutes over. And I want to thank everybody for staying on as long as they did. Thank you. So my panel, guests, everybody. So go ahead. Last minute word.
Just thank you guys. I really enjoyed myself. Thank you for having me. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Garden Girl Teas. Our website is www.gardengirlteas.com. I really enjoyed it. Thank you for having me, Kat. Nice meeting you, Christine. It was wonderful.
No, same here. Thank you so much, Kat. And it was a pleasure meeting you, Luana. And if you guys are interested in the Stress Detox Challenge, it's really simple. It's just stressdetoxchallenge.com. Press the button. You can join. It's free, 5 days. And if you want to learn a little more about me, I'm at radiantheart.health. And my name is really long on Instagram, but maybe we'll put it at the bottom of the YouTube. It's Christine Morgenstern Shin. But I'm sure I'll connect with y'all, and I hope to see you in the challenge. Thanks so much for having me, Kat. It was awesome.
Oh, thank you guys. This is amazing. I love being able to share good information to help people out, and I enjoyed myself. I'm so grateful for the two of you, and God works in mysterious ways, because the two of you had this awesome connection and shared some similar health issues and stuff. So it worked out wonderful for us. And join me, guys. Join me with the 5 days, because I'm going to do the 5 days. LaWanda, you should join in too. I'm going to do the 5-day stress challenge, detox challenge and stuff. And since fennel is good for detoxing, I think we said fennel, right? I'm going to make sure I drink my fennel tea for those 5 days and more, because I love a good detox. So thank you guys so much. I love you all. My guests, thank you. Even staying for past the hour. And to my viewers, thank you so much. I love you guys. And there will be another Chat with Kat coming soon, probably in the next 2 weeks. So stay tuned. Bye, everybody. Have a wonderful night. Love you all.
Good night, everyone.
Bye. Bye.